Well, hi everybody. This is my very first YouTube video and a new venture here. Yeah, trying to make some life changes here, mostly in occupational changes and new direction in life that a little bit about myself. I've been a truck driver for, well, about 37 years. And you do something for 37 years, I think, anybody get a little tired of it after a while. And truck driving in 37 years has changed a lot. And I've had good years and bad years and been through a lot of changes in trucking, and but here I am 37 years later, 58 years old, and I'm to a point with it where I wouldn't care if I ever got in a truck ever again. And I just decided that I'm going to try some different things. I'm going to get myself in a situation where I can just quit driving a truck and find other ways to make a living. I'm not nothing in concrete right now. This is part of the journey here. I'm making this video, and if you subscribe and follow my channel, you'll go along for the ride, I guess, as I figure out what the next steps are going to be. I know this starting a YouTube channel is one thing I've decided to do. It comes highly recommended. That even not even for the monetary value, but just to do it, and maybe if nothing else, I have children and they can see their father making goofy videos or something, but yeah, I'm gonna work on a YouTube channel. My vision for that is sort of, I'm calling it the Average Bob, because my name's Bob and I'm your average guy, really. I just work for a living. I've worked my entire life. I'm definitely working class, and I have some, on my channel, I envision just venting about some things, maybe just talking, just life advice, maybe some spiritual advice, different, just some of my interests. I have big interest in the outdoors, camping, all sorts of outdoor activities that I enjoy to do. And but then I have some other ideas that I'm working on as far as how to make a living, get some income without having to get up every day, drive to a job, spend 12, 14 hours in a truck in traffic, long hours, lots of miles every day, drive back home. Just find some ways to just make a living and not leave the property if I don't feel like it. So haven't completely figured that out yet, but I'm working on it, and as soon as I have things solid, well, I'll let you know in a video. But for the time being, this is the beginning of a journey, and I hope it ends up being a good one. I just know that I'm 58 years old, and time goes fast. It really does. And time is probably the most valuable thing that a person has, and you don't know how much time you will get, in this life. And truck driving takes a lot of time. I've, spent a lot of time in trucks, driving down the road. I've spent a lot of time sitting in trucks, waiting for loads, getting unloaded, sitting, waiting to get unloaded. There's a lot of waiting. A lot of, trucking, it really is the epitome of hurry up and wait. Because you really do seem to just hurry up everywhere, and then you get there and you wait. And you're at the mercy of other people. And, if there's one thing that has pushed me in a new direction, I think that might be it, is just getting control of my time. Not having my time, controlled by others. Right now my time is controlled by other people. It's controlled, by, what time I get up in the morning is controlled by somebody else. What time I have to start, what time I have to leave, it's controlled by somebody else. What time I get to go home is controlled by somebody else. How much time I rest is controlled by somebody else, not by me. And I don't get the rest that I, need, because it's controlled by other people. I'm told, when I'm going to get off work. I'm told when I'm going to start. I'm told how much time I will have at home. And I'm told, how much time I will spend at work a week. And it's usually, 60 to 70 hours a week. And it doesn't leave any time Monday through Friday for anything else. And you've got the weekends, I think, I grew up in the 80s, and you had Loverboy, everybody's working for the weekend, and, that's the kind of life you end up living. You're just waiting for the weekend. And then what happens after a while is you're working for the weekend, and the weekend comes, and, Friday night comes, and you're tired, and you just go to bed. And then I don't set an alarm Saturday mornings. I just get up when my body, says get up. But a lot of times it's like my body will say, get up earlier than I really should get up. So because I only have so much time, and I want to, use that time for what I want to use it for. And so I get up, and but then I'm tired, and I can't, enjoy the things I want to enjoy. I can't do the things I want to do just because I'm wore out from the week, from just go, and, just spending time at work. And so that's what I'm going to change here. And, I figure, I have a fiance who I love very much. She's the woman of my dreams, and I don't get to spend time. I spend very little time with her. Once again, that's somebody else's decision. It's not my decision. I have to go to work. I have to make a living. I have to, bills to pay. So you go to work for somebody, and then they control, how much time you spend with the people that you love. And I'd like to change that. I would like to control how much time I spend with the person I love. I have a wonderful dog that I don't spend time with. My dog waits for me to come home every day, celebrates when I get there, and then I can almost see the sadness in her eyes because I go to bed and I wake back up and I go back to work. And, she's a wonderful dog, and I'm very lucky to have her, but I don't get to enjoy her like I want to, and that's not a good place to be. It's, you should have time to enjoy the people, the things you love, and have time to just explore other things, give time for God, time to work for his kingdom. And when you work 60 to 70 hours a week, you don't have time for any of that. You're working your life away. And what I've seen in trucking, I don't know about other professions, but compared, to what I made 30 years ago, the cost of living, I was much better off when I started than I am now, because the cost of living has just skyrocketed, and but the wages have not. The wages have gone up, but compared to what things cost nowadays, I was better off 30 years ago. And it's funny because I heard, old truck drivers tell me that, when I was a young truck driver, that, what they made in the 60s, they were better off than what they were in the 80s. And now, what I made in the late 80s and 90s, I was better off than I am now in 2025. And, I really wish our country would change that, but I'm not going to get into a rant about that. But so I'm going to, I plan on taking control of this, how much time I spend working, how much money, I can make, and how much time I spend with those that I love. I have two wonderful children that, I'd like to see more often, but, and whenever I go see them, I'd like to not be wore out and, spend some quality time with them. So, I guess that's where the channel's starting out. The theme of this video, I keep saying time, but, I guess that's the driving factor here, is get control of my time and, embark on a new journey here in life. And maybe this channel will be a, document the progress, the failures, whatever may come. I just know I'm very highly driven to make a change and make drastic changes, and so far my plan, right now I'm saving, squirreling away money, just, and I got, I have one venture that I'm working on, but it'll take some time to get going before I see any results from that. But, I'm going to work on that as I have time, but get myself, like a fund so that, and then I want to find, if anything, if nothing else, just for the beginning, something to do at home, work at home type job on the computer, if I had, I might start out doing something like that until I can get, my own home-based business going. And so I'm in the beginning of this, and but I've, my first step is get to a point where I can just give my notice at work and, not have to, get my time back, so that I can use my time to build a better quality of life, is what the end goal here is. Money is nice, money is great, money, you need money in this world. How much you need is up to you. I'm not a greedy person. I'm not out to get rich, get rich quick. I'm gonna find a way to replace the way that I make a living, and my hopes are make enough to live, and live well, I hope, and help others. And if God blesses me with more than that, then I will bless others with that, because I don't need a lot. I don't need a big house. I don't need a fancy car. I need time. I need time to be with the ones I love. And 58 years old, I don't know, how much longer is God going to allow me to be on this earth? And I'd like to enjoy a little of it before God takes me. And So that's where I'm at, and don't really have you know, sketched out plan for this channel. I'm gonna take it day by day and make videos, and as I, you know, maybe as I go out on camping trips and stuff, I'll take you along and, you know, share some tips on that if you're interested. But I think mostly this channel is going to be about a journey, where I've been, where I want to go, where I end up going, what I end up doing, you know, what I've done in the past. Maybe help somebody learn from my mistakes or my successes, and, you know, yeah, hopefully I can help some people with this channel. And I plan on covering some different topics and, you know, different things, and I hope it's good for everybody, and I hope people find interest in it and come along with me. So yeah, this is the Average Bob with the first video, brand new to all this. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here, and just wanted to introduce myself and sort of tell you what I'm up to with this YouTube channel, that a whole new thing. So let's see how it goes. Thank you for your time. Thank you.